Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Neha. HPSC has finally released the most awaited date for PGT English subject exam. Our exam is going to be conducted on 16th November and the syllabus is already known. Time ज़्यादा नहीं है. Today is 27th of September already, and if we go through the syllabi, तो सिलेबस प्रैक्टिस रिवीजन प्रैक्टिस बहुत ज्यादा मांगता है. हमारे सिलेबस में कॉम्प्रिहेंशन है, ग्रामर है एंड लिटरेचर है. और जहां पर लिटरेचर ऐड हो जाती है वहां पर लेंथ ऐड हो जाती है. शेक्सपियर अपने आप में एक सब्जेक्ट है, रोमांटिक एज अपने आप में एक सब्जेक्ट है. So I request the students, my students who are preparing for HPSC PGT this time, it's a wonderful opportunity. जी जान से मेहनत करो, जी जान अपनी लगा दो. Finally, what you have now in your hands is a final D date. आपके हाथों में अब डेट है, आपके हाथों में टाइम है. प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, रिवीजन कीजिए, स्ट्रैटेजी के साथ पढ़िए. बहुत ही जल्दी मैं लिटरेचर को लेकर के आपकी क्या स्ट्रैटेजी रहनी चाहिए उस पर भी वीडियो बनाऊंगी, आप लोगों की हेल्प करूंगी. जिस तरीके का ओवरवेलमिंग रिस्पांस हमें एचपीएससी असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर के लिए मिला है, मैं चाहती हूं उसी पैशन और एंथुजियाज्म के साथ में एचपीएससी पीजीटी स्टूडेंट्स हु आर रिक्वेस्टिंग मी सो मच उनकी भी हेल्प करूं. अब हर वीडियो में कुछ ना कुछ मॉरल लेसन के साथ रिवीजन लेसन देना भी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. तो आज के इस वीडियो लेक्चर में हम बात करने वाले हैं इंट्रोडक्शन टू रोमांटिक एज. As we look at the syllabus of HPSC English, the title is given romantic age. And the title is given, and along with that, the authors who belong to the romantic age have been given. But those authors, those works written by them, have no meaning if you do not have an idea about what romantic age is all about. Romantic age is a brilliant age. It has many of brilliant writers. And in this video, I am going to give you a very short, crisp, exam-oriented introduction to romantic age. Because if we look at the NTA NET perspective also, questions are asked from the age. The age bears the author. And authors, they give it back to the age they belong to. Wordsworth, Coleridge, Southey, Keats, they are nothing without the understanding of romantic age to the age they belong to. Literature runs in parallel to the social political background. So what is romantic age? That should be known, that must be known question can be asked from the background, from the understanding, the comprehensive understanding of the age itself. Romantic age is known by two names, first of all. First, it is known as the romantic age, and secondly, it is known as a romantic revival. इसे romantic age क्यों कहते हैं? Because it broke away from the classical age, from the preceding age. The ages that came before romantic age, between Shakespeare and romantic age, the age that came between that, between Elizabeth and romantic age, that age is the neoclassical age, the Restoration age, the Augustan age, the age of prose and reason, where prose, enlightenment, intellect, reason, logic were given eminence. But romantic age, it not only came ahead in age, but completely break away from that age. So romantic, the very sense of the word does not here means the romance between a lover and his beloved. No. Romance here is the individual romance. Romance with one's emotions, passions, and the regard for nature, for the subjectivity of it. When you regard, when you give place to your own personal emotions, you write from your own experiences, is romantic age. Here, romantic stands for man's or humans, I should say. Companionship with the circle of life it belongs to, the nature, Prakriti for that matter. And why romantic revival? Romantic revival because the writers, the major masters of the age, looked back at the medieval age. They were influenced by the folklore of medieval age. They were influenced and inspired by the knighthood, the honesty, Grimm's fairy tales. They were all influenced by the medieval way of life, the secular way of life, where there was honesty, truthfulness, and regard for religion. And there was a complete break from classicism. That is why it is romantic age. There were many men of letters, but they were intellectual in the romantic sense of the word. They wrote from their own subjectivity. Now, I would like to highlight, since the time is less, I tell you, the syllabus is vast. So, this is how we will revise the literature section by pointing out the major things. It is not time right now that you pick up any history book and start reading it. The background. We are here to help you people. I have given you the clear cut understanding of why this age is called as romantic age and why this age is also called as the age of romantic revival. But what are the years of the romantic age, that you will let me know in the comment section below. What are the major features of the romantic age? First of all, it completely differentiated from the age preceding it, the neoclassical age. Secondly, ऑब्जेक्टिविटी एंड सब्जेक्टिविटी की जो डिबेट है उस पर रीजन एंड असर्शन का भी क्वेश्चन बनता है. आपकी एज की अंडरस्टैंडिंग को चेक करने के लिए आपके फीचर्स की नॉलेज होना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है यहाँ पर. तो रोमांटिक्स, दे वर सब्जेक्टिव, दे रोट फ्रॉम देयर ओन इंडिविजुअल हार्ट, they wrote from their own emotions, from their own passions. They were personal. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful emotions. Emotions भरे हुए हैं नाइटिंगेल को देख करके, वेस्ट विंड को देख करके. When you understand the power of your own emotions and you write and abide by the power that you have in terms of your emotions and passion, that becomes your subjective writing. And that is complete opposite to the objective way of writing. Objective here is when you are critical. They were critical. They knew the facts. They knew the logics of the French Revolution and the American Revolution, and they were very much aware about the colonization that was going on. As can be seen in their oriental paintings. Yes, romantic age, that was a movement that came out through art, architecture and literature. ये केवल लिटरेचर का मूवमेंट नहीं है, ये आर्किटेक्चर का भी है, ये आर्ट एंड पेंटिंग का भी है और लिटरेचर का भी है. So they were subjective in their writings. They wrote from their own passions and emotions. They were not objective. Objective writers are like Dr. Samuel Johnson, Joseph Edison, Richard Steele. So these are few writers who wrote in the preceding age, but they are very intellectual in their writings. So there they did not write from their own, they maintained some sort of impersonality, and this objectivity was later on carried out by the Victorian writers and the modern writers. So they were subjective and individual. They regarded nature. Their emotions overflew looking at a nightingale. Keats, Wordsworth, Coleridge have their own separate individual understanding of the nature. They tried to find solace, inspiration, spirituality, and at the same time escape from the discontentment they have in that age. They were influenced by the idea that nature will give them solace. And when they looked at nature, They looked at nostalgically at their own childhoods also. So there was an idealization of childhood. Nature was not merely idealized. I tell you, they recognize that poets who are writing for nature, poets who are inspired by nature, who are writing for nature, who are writing by nature, they are equally aware of what is going on around them. They were discontented by the industrialization, by the villages that were being deserted in the name of facilities that were better provided in the urban areas. So they were very much aware also. So first is the debate between the subjectivity and objectivity, feature of romantic age. Second is the nature, their love for nature, their understanding of nature, and the understanding of the nature varied from Wordsworth to Byron. Their understanding and the connect with nature were different. And third is the nostalgia for childhood. And fourth is their dependence upon their inspiration and their love for the medieval way of life. They were inspired by the medieval folklore. I forgot to add one thing here when I was talking about nature. Wordsworth's idea of nature springs from the common way of life. He's inspired even after looking at the solitary reaper, as he says this thing that the song sung by the solitary reaper still echoes in my very heart. Whereas Coleridge, he supernaturalizes the natural, as can be seen in his poetry, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and Christabel. Besides this, Wordsworth and Coleridge, they have also written about literary criticism. हमें लगता है कि वर्ड्सवर्थ और कॉलरिज प्रिस्क्राइब किया गया है तो उनकी मेजर पोएट्रीज पढ़नी है, टिंटन एबे, द राइम ऑफ द एंशिएंट मैरिनर, प्रेल्यूड, रेक्लूज. नो, you also have to read the manifesto of the romantic age. Wordsworth became the one who heralded the romantic age by his writing of the preface to the lyrical ballads, where he is focusing upon the common way of life, the common language. Another feature of romantic age is the idea of freedom. These writers, they were inspired by the French Revolution and the idea of a common man, equality, fraternity, liberty. They were inspired by the idea of freedom and liberty. They were inspired by French Revolution, American Revolution. And as I think say of American Revolution, I am reminded of American poets like Frost and Whitman. They are the transcendental poets, much like the romantic poets we have in our British literature. These are the major features of romantic age. They were inspired by medievalism. I'll see if there is anything that is left. Yes, so far all the major features have been covered. This is the form of understanding that should be there when you talk about an age. The understanding of the age. The major poets of the romantic age are categorized under two sections: first generation romantics and second generation romantics. But I give you a hint here. If you want to understand, if you want to get complete understanding of the romantic age, you should read William Blake also. Songs of Innocence, Songs of Experience will give you an idea that how these pre-romantics even were very much aware that nature will not only give them escape, but nature can be powerful, nature can be moving, and how we people are disrupting the very childhood, the very lap of a mother and the nature, how we are disrupting that. So with that, all the features of romantic age have been covered. The major romantic poets are divided under two sections: first generation romantics and second generation romantics. First generation romantics are Wordsworth, the founder of the romantic age, the father of the romantic age, S.T. Coleridge, and Robert Southey. These are famously called as the Lake School of poetry. their poetry has been called. And second is Keats, Shelley, and Byron. They run their own race. Shelley and Keats, they are known for their odes to West Wind, or to Grecian Earth. Romantic age in itself is very vast. So what can you do here is, before I come to the strategy and upload one video dedicated especially to the strategy that you should follow in reading literature, I request you people that as you prepare your objective, you should prepare your subjective on the other hand. While one hand is busy in gathering the objective knowledge, as I have given you about of when you study objectively, I have given you four major features of romantic age, and that completes the age. There is no rambling, there is no length that I'm giving to my lecture. But subjective way of preparation should go hand in hand by the choice of words, by the quotations and the phrases. वर्ड्सवर्थ की मेजर जो उनके आइडियाज हैं उन्हें पहले ही लिख लीजिए, जो लिरिकल बैलेड्स में उन्होंने बताए हैं, उनकी जो फेमस कोटेशंस हैं. विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ, poetry is a spontaneous or overflow of powerful emotions recollected in tranquility. रोमांटिक एज को समझाने में कोट कर सकते हैं, बिल्कुल कोट कर सकते हैं. अपनी मेजर कोटेशंस को अपने रीडिंग टेबल के सामने ही पेस्ट कर लीजिए. Shelley has said this thing that poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world. Isn't that a thing that defines a romantic idea of writing poetry and his regard for poets? Yes, you can add that. हमने HPSC असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर के टाइम पर सब्जेक्टिव के लिए जितनी भी टिप्स स्टूडेंट्स को दी वो फ्रूटफुल रही. रिजल्ट अवेटेड है, लेकिन एक पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट अवेटेड है. Students have given their very heart and mind in writing that answer. आप ऑब्जेक्टिव की तैयारी के साथ सब्जेक्टिव की तैयारी कर सकते हैं. डाटा कलेक्शन कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि फिर से रीड करना विल बी द वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. वर्ड्सवर्थ की मेजर पोएट्रीज कौन सी हैं, कॉलरिज की कौन सी हैं, हरियाणा के स्कूल्स में भी अगर मैं बात करूं तो राइम ऑफ द एंशिएंट मैरिनर प्रिस्क्राइब्ड है, तो वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. पोस्ट्स इनफ हैं, अच्छी हैं, प्रिपेयर कीजिए. हमें एक सेकंड चांस मिला है, सेकंड चांस नहीं मिला है, हमें हमारा ही चांस मिला है, तो वी हैव टू मेक बेस्ट आउट ऑफ इट. लेट इट बी वन ऑफ योर बेस्ट फाइट्स, and I'm here for you people. I'll keep on uploading videos to help you people in literature and in other units also. And if there is anything that is doubtful to you, you can leave the comment in the comment section below. We'll definitely get back to you, or you can reach out to us in the number given in the description box. With that, I come to the end of this video, but I want to boost you people that stand up, sit down and study well. This is your golden chance to get a golden job. Thank you.